So a couple of years ago, ChrisFix put out a video trying to teach us how to clean up and restore our headlights for a fraction of the cost and to restore them permanently. I'm going to attempt to do that and show you if it actually works today. Stay tuned.
Fight.
Alright, so the first thing you're going to need obviously is your light, and this happens to be my passenger side light. The next thing we want to start with is you want to get some 400 grit sandpaper here, and we're going to get some water and we're going to wet sand the surface in a circular motion, and then we're going to go in a vertical motion. We're going to go in a horizontal motion and in a circular motion. All right, let's get started. So I'm going to wet both of my surfaces here, and I'm actually going to switch to my left hand. Gonna wet it up real good. Then start going in circular motions, and you'll see the headlight start to clean itself. As you do this, it'll start to get a little more clear from all that oxidation that it has on the surface. You'll see all that coming off. So now I'm going to swap over to the 800, and it's a little bit more fine, or a lot more fine than the 400. The 400 is more coarse, but you can already tell by looking at the headlight itself, it's actually starting to de-yellowify itself and get a lot more clear. So again, start out with circles. Here you can press a little harder on the 800. All right, so now what you want to do is, before you start the 3000 grit, you want to clean up the surface, because the 800 grit sandpaper, the dust it leaves behind will gunk up the 3000 grit surface, and it'll make it ineffective because it's really fine. So we're just gonna wipe this up to make sure there's nothing on it, so that we get the best work out of our 3000 grit sandpaper. All right, now we're ready. So now we're gonna take our 3000 grit. You can use 1, 2, or 3. I happen to have 3 in-house already, so I'm gonna use 3. And just like we did with the Ford 800, we're just gonna go in circles. You don't press too hard with this one. You just wanna lightly coat the surface. You can see already how much clearer the lens is just from the sanding alone. What we're doing here is we're kind of combing out some of those 800 grit scratches with the 3000. I love 3000 grit sandpaper. It's really good for woodworking projects. But I assume you can see this in real time. the transformation, this thing went from being like oxidized yellow to basically clear. And this is how you can restore your headlights if yours are really yellow like these were. And you can go back into when I got the ST and look and see how bad these headlights were. Even had one of subscribers comment on I should, restore the headlights. And I was like, yeah, I tried to use the headlight restore to get rid of some of the oxidation, but it was just a temporary fix. This is a permanent solution. Another permanent solution will be to change the headlights, but if you don't want to spend money on buying new headlight assembly, this is your best bet. So we're gonna finish up just doing this here, and we'll be good to go. And all you want to do at this step is make sure that you don't press too hard, like I said, and nice even strokes across the surface. And look at that. Look how much more clear that was from the beginning. Extra clear. All right, so the next step in the process is to take some isopropyl alcohol and spray down the whole surface so that we can clean it and get it ready for paint. You want to get rid of all the contaminants that'll be on the surface. So let me do that and we'll continue. So you can see here, just on a quick side note, look at all this milky, nasty, just old clear coat that was on the lens. That's what came off during that whole cycle of sanding. This is what you want to see, and you can actually see the headlights are a lot more clear than they were at the beginning. So now we're going to take this Rust-Oleum clear gloss that's made for plastic and pretty much everything, and we're just going to get some light coats, 3 coats of light coat on the surface of the lens. Try not to put on heavy coats because it'll run, and you definitely don't want that. And then we'll let it sit for 24 hours and we'll come back out and buff it. All right, so what we're gonna do here is, like I said, I'm gonna spray it down, light coats. To begin with. And I'm kind of running out of paint at this point, which is not good. But just light coats to begin with, and 5 minutes from now we'll come back and spray it again. Stay tuned. I'll try to use the remainder of what's in this can on this next pool. I might be able to get 3 coats on here without having to run to the store. But you just want to make sure that you don't have runs in the paint. But as you can see, oh man, it looks so much better on camera than it does in real life. There's a lot of orange peel on it, and that will obviously go away. It'll kind of level out on its own, and then you can kind of see it. But tomorrow we will sand, kind of light sand it out with the 3000 grit again, and then hit it with some wax, and we'll be good to go. All right, stay tuned for that 3rd coat. So let's go ahead and see if we can squeeze out this last coat here on the gloss clear. Hopefully I have enough. Here's hoping. Man, I just barely had enough to finish. Just barely. What a relief. Do I need to go to the store? Thanks, Rust-Oleum. Anyway, so that's it for headlight restoration, and hopefully you know, you have the same result. We're gonna let this sit overnight, like I said, and we'll come back and hit them with 2,000 grit or 3,000 grit, and kind of hit it with the wax, and it should be, you know, almost like brand new. Anyway, stay tuned. All right, YouTube, so it's the next morning, and this is what they look like before I sand them down and get ready to wax them. A whole lot different than they looked the day before. So let's go get the wax. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just sand these down with the 3,000 grit, and we'll hit it with some wax. See what it looks like. Just wanna get in here and just lightly press on the surface here. Clean it up. All right, so we got our wax here, and I'm just using the turtle shell version. Yours will vary for what you have. Just dip it in here a little bit and just work it into the surface. All right, so here it is with it waxed and whatnot, and let's check the driver's side here. And I will say that they are definitely a lot more clear. His video and ChrisFix's video, I mean, they're like crystal clear, and mine are not crystal clear, but they definitely are better than what they were. So I'd say that, yeah, his video actually works pretty well, and it's pretty easy for someone doing it for the first time. You just want to make sure that you do not go too fast with putting on the clear coat, or it will run. And that's it. You know, I got some better looking headlights now. It makes the car look a little better, more, or I would say, you know, even brand new. You know, who thought headlights would give you that much extra detail? Just like rims really change the look of the car, and headlights do as well. I'm still going to change these to black, but I just wanted to see if I could do it, and, you know, kind of get remotely close to his video. And I think that you at home could do the same thing as well. Well, that's it for me, and for these headlights. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and leave me a comment down in the comment section here. Show some love, and get ready for some pretty cool videos that are coming out. I've been a little slow lately on some of those videos because there's a lot of work going into those, which I think all of you will appreciate once they go live. Anyway, Focused Hands signing off. Peace.